Thank you very much, Yanda, and thank you to your viewers. Yes, this is for us an issue of consequence management, and this matter has been going on for a while now. Obviously, this proclamation was done in 2017, and we did our investigations as the SIU at that point, and we found that the process that was followed to give him this succession fee was irregular. Therefore, we had to take it to the courts for the courts to adjudicate on this issue of making it unlawful and setting it aside, which was done on Friday, on Wednesday the 15th.
Right.
Therefore, this is clear message of consequence management.
The 11.5 million rand is on top of another 800 million rand that Hlaudi Motsoeneng had to pay earlier on. That ruling was around legal fees that the SABC had paid. I don't know about you, but I don't imagine anybody having 11.5 million rand in the form of money to be able to pay back in 7 days. That order says if he can't pay in 7 days, then it should be taken essentially from his pension fund. What happens if not enough money is in that pension fund?
Yes, the order is very clear to say it's 11.5 million plus, and then the interest of 15.5% plus the legal fees. If he's unable to pay after the money has been taken from his pension fund, what will then happen is we will have to then look at other ways of getting the remainder of the money that we need to get.
And there's no clarity really what those other ways entail at this stage, I presume.
Obviously, it is things that you might be owning. For example, if you've got immovable properties that can be sold or cars and so on, we are able to do that. You might have seen in the previous instances where we took cars and from the Transnet matter where we took 35 cars and 5 houses from Mr. Msagala. These are the things that we do on a daily basis.
Sure. Of course, this success fee couldn't have been approved unilaterally by Hlaudi Motsoeneng. Part of what this judgment, I guess, is telling us is that processes in their entirety weren't necessarily followed. Is there any plan to come for perhaps people who are part of the SABC board who actually approved the payment of this 11.5 million rand?
I think we'll have to look into this matter going forward to see whether there are other people that are part or complicit in this matter. Sorry. If people are complicit in this matter, we'll follow it up, because what was important for us now was to make sure that this contract or this payment or decision by the board is now set aside, because when it is set aside, it means it is illegal. Therefore, we'll have to then look at who did what in the process.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure it goes without saying that Hlaudi Motsoeneng wasn't acting alone in something like this. To be able to get 11.5 million rand from any institution must have people along the way who are giving that process the thumbs up.
Well, definitely, it is very clear that it was a decision that was made by the former board, and we had to go back and look at how they did that decision, whether there were policies that were allowing for that at that given time, and all of those things were not found. The court and convince the court that this was done in an illegal manner.
Yeah. One would expect that Hlaudi Motsoeneng and whoever's representing him may actually push back against this in the form of some kind of an appeal. But I haven't been able to see enough of what the order suggests might happen in a context where he flat out refuses to pay the money. I imagine something like an arrest would be imminent.
Obviously, this was a civil matter that was before the court. I don't think we, at this point, talking about issues of arrests and all of that, because civil matters are just meant for the purposes of setting aside the contract and making sure that the money is recovered.
Yeah. Where do you reckon this leaves the image of the SABC today? I mean, interestingly enough, it was both the SIU and the current board of the SABC that went to the High Court asking for this order.
Yes, we were not alone in this matter. We were working with the SABC, and we were the ones who really took this matter to court together. As our act indicates that we can do that on our own or on behalf of the organization or together with the organization, and we have done so. Obviously, I think it says to not only the SABC board, but all the other boards to say, when you make decisions, you must know that those decisions are legal, because even if it is after a few years, it will be set aside, and some of you who are making those decisions, fiduciary responsibilities that are upon you, will have to then answer.